Here's what I wish I knew about visibility before I started my business. As some of you may already know, I went on my very first live on Facebook back in 2017. I talked about it being a very stressful situation for me because I was very scared to come out of the spiritual closet, and not only that, talk about my work as a starseed and also working with Gaia and my power activation work. One of the biggest things that was most nerve-wracking for me was that I was afraid to get judged. If I were able to turn back the hands of time and talk to that younger version of myself, here's what I would tell her. It's okay for you to be scared when you're first starting out. Don't expect to feel confident coming straight out of the gate. All the confidence and the finesse that you're seeing from myself, from other people online, is coming from confidence that comes from experience. The experience comes from the doing. So I would tell her to just show up messy. It's okay if you think you look ridiculous. Looking back, sure, I probably looked like a deer in the headlights, and that's all right because I got better. Back then, I did show up imperfect because I knew I was imperfect. And so I just showed up messy, and I'm like, here I am, and it's a level of self-acceptance and a level of self-love, of loving yourself even when you're flubbing up, even when you feel like you're falling on your face. It's okay. And as that song from Aaliyah says, and I was thinking about that in my head, just pick yourself up and try again. And I did. And I did that over and over and over again from 2017 until now. Just because you've done it one time doesn't mean that it will never happen again, where you might not have the jitters or question yourself. For example, I had never gone on a YouTube live before, and I'm very comfortable with having done Facebook lives, Instagram lives, but I'd never done one on YouTube. And it seems like a very different animal to me. I got the download just a couple days ago. I said, you know what? I need to go on a YouTube live. Never did it before, and instead of freaking out and getting in my head, because I could have easily said, Margarita, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know the tech, you don't know what's involved, you're probably going to mess up. What if you just show up and you look like a ridiculous fool? There are people who have been doing this a lot longer than you have on YouTube, and they look amazing and great. And all of that may be true. And because I lead myself in leadership from a place of service instead of my own fears and making it about me, I just showed up anyway. And in fact, all those things that could have been an internal dialogue didn't show up until later because I was too busy showing up and taking action on my intel. And that's one of the fastest ways you can amplify your intuition, is to take quick action on it as soon as it comes in. And instead of being in the fear of it, I switched it quickly and I turned it into excitement, because that's really what it was. I was excited to show up. I was excited to do something new. I was excited to do something different. And so I went ahead and I scheduled that YouTube live the very next day at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and I announced it on my Instagram stories and also put a little placeholder thumbnail on YouTube, and then I showed up the next day. Were there some glitches on the tech side? Sure. And did I figure it out? Yes. Here's why I'm telling you this. It's because you have that capability to really just switch things quickly within yourself. It doesn't need to take a day or a week or a month or a year for you to get comfortable to show up. It's a decision. If you've decided to be in service, you show up. And it's not from a place of pushing or aggression or anything like that. It's just when you are open and connected to your heart and you are excited to open into what's really aligned for you, you just go and you enjoy the ride.